Hello, Aries, my fellow Aries. We're going to get into June's reading mid-year. So this month I'm going to be doing a few cards from the Tao Tarot, Tao Oracle Tarot, and we're going to take three themes. It's again, this is for Aries. It's a general reading, so it could be a sun, moon, or rising. It could resonate differently for all of you. We're just going to see what collective Aries that Spirit and the universe want to bring out at this time for June 2022. All right. We've had a lot of planetary shifts. You know, the economy's kind of stinky right now. We're still going through the COVID thing. I just know two people that are close to me that got COVID this week. Luckily, it was more just like flu-like symptoms, but you know, it's still around, unfortunately. You know, so let's get into this message, Aries. So, Spirit, thank you so much for your guided messages, your healing, your guidance, your support. Can you please bring out the best messages for the collective sign of Aries for the month of June 2022? You know, these readings have been very interesting. We've had sad ones. We've had ones that could trigger. We've had really good ones. So, Lord knows, you know, we're going to see. Because, you know, all the signs are not going to experience the same. You know, every Aries isn't going to experience the same thing. That's why I always hate when people say, I don't trust those horoscopes in the paper. Well, no, they're just a general reading. They're not touching on every Aries. All of us have different. We're born in different places. We have different placements in our other birth chart. We have, you know, different experiences. So that's not going to be accurate, right? But anyway, enough about that. Let's get into this. Aries, please. June 2022. Let's give a couple shuffles. So I'm going to do the Tao Oracle. Some clarifying with some mermaid messages, as well as some light seer tarot, and then we're going to get a last message with the fortune cookies. So for Aries, please, let's go ahead and cut this deck and get three themes. Man, I've been working quite a bit putting some videos out here. All right. So the first card out we have is, the Abysmal. Danger, insecurity, overwhelm, unpredictability, hazardous conditions, dark emotions, facing fear, and courage. Very interesting. So what are you going through, Aries? So there's some kind of danger and insecurity, overwhelm, unpredictability, hazardous conditions, dark emotions, facing fear. And there's a lot of water there. So it's like emotions. So is this someone around you that is like this? Like saying, you know, don't do it, Aries, like making you like almost scared? Or is it something that you're going through and facing? You know, I have some things in my life right now. I try not to put myself into these readings, but, you know, they can be, if I sat and thought about them, like kind of scary or dark or overwhelming. But you have to like face that fear, right? So let's see what else is coming out with them. We have modesty, moderation, humility, keep it simple, lack of presentation, self-respect, sincerity, and respectability. And last but not least, we have abundance, plenty, profusion, generosity, fertility, ripeness, inner riches, reaping rewards, culmination, and harvest. So, what I'm getting from this is there's some kind of challenge or fear that you're facing that you've had in your lifetime. It's been like a trigger or something that's held you back. And usually when we show anger, Aries, or emotion like that, it's because we've been hurt. I don't know about you guys, but that's what I've seen as an Aries. We do it like aggressively, and we might seem like we're mad or mean or whatever to other people, but what it is, it's a hurt within of someone hurt our feelings, somebody's rejected us, someone's abandoned us, someone didn't respect us, and that has triggered something where we react aggressively, but deep down our heart is like crumbling, right? So what I feel like here is there's some kind of trigger from, it could be from a past wound, but it's something that you have to face so you can get to your abundance. So you've realized that. Like this is that fear that, like they always say, you face that fear and you have bliss on the other side. And you're realizing that all the setbacks and all those things that have kept you held down and made you fearful and made you a fear of rejection and things like that, before you might have handled differently. You might have been aggressive, confrontational, blunt. But now that you are starting to master this, like, I'm going to be selective in what I say. I'm not going to get into every opinion. I don't have to stick up for every underdog. You're realizing that you're kind of stuck though, right? So now you are trying to get to past this waterfall, to your rainbow, to the other side of that bliss, happiness, things like that. And the universe and spirit are saying, you've worked hard, we want to give it to you. But guess what? You got to get past this. This fear, this challenge. You got to get past it. So we're dangling this carrot in front of you. Like, you can have it. We know you're strong enough to get it. But the thing is, you're going to have to do something that pushes you past your limit. You have it in you, but it's that mindset you have. You still have that like old mindset. Like, can you do it? Are you able to do it? What's going to happen when you get there? Are you going to still have the same stuff that you've been getting this whole time? So you're just keeping it kind of like simple. You're working, but what you're doing is you're taking strong baby steps toward it. You're allowing things to flow to you instead of trying to be so aggressive and push towards things. You know? So instead of like, being quick to fire that gun and go after things, you're saying, you know what? I'm not going to work so hard. I'm going to let it come to me. But I'm going to take baby steps towards it. But it's going to take 2 steps towards me, kind of. I don't know if that makes sense. But what it's doing is it's bringing you in this abundance. So you might notice now you're starting to get offers, chances to do things kind of falling in your lap, just like out of the blue, perfectly. So you're moving to that next phase, Aries. Now I've been rambling a lot, but let's go ahead and get into it's like you're moving to that next phase and you are co-creating, but you're not being forceful with it, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and get this abysmal. Let's get a mermaid message for you. So this abysmal, again, is about danger, insecurity, overwhelm. So see, if you look at it like that way, it's going to get overwhelming. It's going to seem like something bad can happen. And I know, like, for a long time, I kept thinking, like, the rug was going to be pulled out from me every time everything went good. And it's because it seemed like it did. But I'm getting out of that mindset. And if it does, I'm ready for the challenge. So, like that, kind of. It's how you look at it, right? So let's go ahead and say, I think now you know that you are strong enough to get through things. You've made it through so much. You're a pioneer. You're a warrior. So you know, right, that you can handle it. And I feel like a lot of you know, since a lot of Aries are on double missions, that you were put here. Spirit has already been testing you, giving you challenges to make you stronger. It's been to make you realize that you have what it takes. Nobody else could have went through that stuff that you've went through, right? So now it's almost like humble, but it's still like a proud, like, yeah, I did. All these other people would have never made it through that. I mean, they whine over something easy, right? And being very proud of that now, right? And accepting how strong you are. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this abyss. That's like not doubting yourself anymore. Yeah, trust. Yes. You are trusting and believing in yourself now so much because now you trust the universe and you know that the universe and spirit trust you. That's the difference. Before, you always trusted the universe, but you kept thinking like, why? If I've been such a good person and I've done all this work and I've been a healer and I've been doing all this good thing, why do I keep getting this crap? Why do I keep having, example, house fires? Why do I have my son pass away? And you're like, this doesn't seem fair at all. Here I am working my ass off, trying to make people's vibrations better, trying to work as a nurse and heal people, trying to be a good mother, trying to be a good person, saying please and thank you and opening the door, and I keep getting all this tragedy, right? You put it as your circumstance. But then I see people that are out drinking, being mean to people, using people, and they are like living in luxury, happy. They're probably not happy, honestly. But you know what I'm saying? So it's now like, yeah, the universe and spirit trusted me enough. It wasn't a punishment. They were making me see how strong, so I trusted myself to know that I have what it takes. I have more than what it takes. I can handle more than what these other people can, right? So good for you, Aries. So let's go ahead and get into this modesty. So modesty is moderation. Yeah, and I really think you are. You're kind of like in a moderation, and like you're not letting everyone around your energy anymore. You know, you're not. They don't deserve it, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like, say you're better than anybody else, but that negative energy, that gossip and stuff like that, you don't need it. You have much better things to do. You have a mission to be on, right? Hope. Yeah. So there's like hope now, because before I feel like some of us lost it because we weren't getting what we wanted. So this humility, keeping it simple, lack of a pretension, you do have hope now, Aries. You're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You're realizing that you have light within you. So let's go ahead and get this abundance. Relaxation. Yes, you're just kind of relaxing now. It's not like you're not taking action and working, but you are just not going to be so overwhelmed, so overthinking. So I have to have it perfect, it's got to be this way. You're not in that mode anymore. And you're having the more open communication with spirit, definitely, with your higher self. And now you are communicating in a different, more, I don't know the word, but in a more effective way with other people, instead of just being aggressive, or like when they trigger you, you're like backing down or something like that. You're communicating with yourself, especially. You're speaking your truth. You're being authentic, okay? So let's go ahead and get some tarot on this trust and the abysmal again. So I really feel like, too, with this trust, that you trust that the universe and spirit has your back. They are protecting you. There's been, you can see, like, there's been things in your life where, man, you could have been in a really bad situation. Just say, like, you could have been in an accident. Somebody could have hurt you really bad. Whatever. And you're realizing, you know what? I have been protected. So now you're having more of that trust. Like, you and the universe and spirit have that bond, that trust. Like your angels or guardians are watching over you, and they care about you, right? King of Wands on the bottom. So that's that empowerment, like radiating this empowerment and confidence now. Yeah, taking a risk. This is kind of like an Aries card. Taking a risk, starting a new journey, starting again. So what? It's about the 20th time. This is the right path this time. I've had to go down all those other paths to pick up the little pieces of lessons and humbleness. Like I can resonate better with the people I'm going to be healing. Experiences that I needed along the way. I had to take those routes. Little things were left behind. I couldn't have just taken the straight route. Right? Yeah, look at that. This new beginning to what makes you happy, what you're passionate about, your spirituality, your higher self. This is like that, one of the last little walkways of that bliss, that happiness, that abundance, your authentic life. No more putting up with crap. Of course, you're going to still have challenges, but you're a different person now. I really feel like this is like the real, authentic new you. All the other ones, you were just kind of playing a part. Not that you aren't real. Aries are very real. But it's just that other things, other people, other situations, just rules, regulations, whatever it was. Not believing in yourself. Yeah, look at that. 6 of Swords. No more chaos. It's all good. Kind of being like one of those hippies. Yeah, it's all good, man. Whatever. Yeah. All right, so now we're going to do this modesty and hope. We're going to get a couple of tarot cards for that. There's always got to be that pesky little ass, right? So with this modesty and hope, you know that there's going to be temptations. You know there's going to be challenges. You know there's going to be trickery. You know that. So what this is, modesty. Stay humble, stay grounded. Don't allow everything in every situation in your life. Yes, you want to be a healer, you want to be helpful. But sometimes that light that shines within you will attract those negative energies because they want to suck the life out of you. So the first inclination, I need you to realize that it's okay if I cut people off. Don't ever trick back into letting someone say, well, you don't care or you're mean. Do not let that trigger or temptation stop you again. Okay? And if you notice you're going down that path, you turn your ass around and move the other way, or put up a big protection. I would say right now, with you shifting into this energy, Aries, you're going to have a lot of this, because it never wants to see people happy or succeed, right? And I've noticed some of it come up on my own here. So what you need to do is get like some protection crystals, do some healing and protection meditations. It's very important, because I really feel like there's going to be a lot of negative, toxic energy that is going to come in and try to stop you, because you're entering into that next hallway of what one of your missions are here, what you're here on earth for. So you have got to protect yourself. Protect yourself. And it doesn't matter who it's from, you need to protect yourself. And be very modest on who you let in your life. Okay? Or put yourself in those positions. Be careful. All right? All right, let's see what else. And see, they're very tempting, very tempting. And, you know, that's how they come in. Like friendly, they have your back, they want you the best, you know, they want the best for you. Be very, they don't always look like monsters, okay? All right, let's see. Yeah, make sure you take time out for rest, relaxation, meditation, contemplation. That is going to be very important for you for June. Very important. Protection stones. Watching things that are too good to be true, keeping your intuition strong, meditating with healing energy or your archangels or things like that, okay? All right. You might want to listen to healing vibrations while you sleep, okay? Just be very cautious, because I really feel like something's going to come in and try to stop this. Some temptation. Yeah, this is taking swift action towards your goal. And this one's trying to get you to stop. Like, come back. I have something for you. You forgot something. Okay, the world. Yeah, see? This is coming to a completion. So there's going to be anything possible that's going to try to come in. And the bad thing is right now we have Mercury retrograde. So there are people, and I think it goes into the beginning of June. Luckily, it's not the whole June. But there are people coming back from our past. So be very cautious for that, okay? And they could have changed. But you still need to be guarded and not throw it all out there, okay, Aries? Because sometimes we like to talk. Don't reveal everything, all right? All right, so now let's get this communication. So, yeah, this energy, too, could be, you know, to be decisive about who you give information to. Don't reveal everything. Because I really feel like there's some kind of energy around you that's going to try to get any ammunition or things out of you to sabotage you, okay? Or to get you off track. So let's go ahead and see what else is coming up with this. Abundance, relaxation, and communication. And you got relaxation too, so definitely meditate and put up some protection, like a stone. Yeah, look at that, karma. The wheel is turning. All that bad karma is leaving you. All the good karma is coming back to you, as well as be careful though, because there could be some tricky lessons coming in that to see if you have learned your lesson, or to try to tempt you and get you off your trip path of this mission, okay? This very important mission that you have. Let's go ahead and get one more or two more. Ace of Swords. Yes, live your truth. Cut through all the bullshit. Don't let it happen. You know, don't believe it. Even if they want to call you mean and try to trigger you and try to stop you, don't. You've worked too hard for this. Ten of Swords, yes, see? See? Yeah, you've had enough of this. You've had enough of this betrayal. This crap that's come in and betrayed you too much. They had your chance. If they come back and try to persuade you again, you had your chance. Sorry, buddy. I don't do 2 times, 3 times. Nope. No. You know? You're stronger. You are. Look how bright this card is, and it's a negative card. You are illuminating, okay? Your light is shining. You're going to attract those moths, baby, so be careful. All right, so I love this that we're going into that new hallway finally. And I feel it too because just the energy that's shifted and the things that are coming up, presenting themselves and stuff to me. So anyway, and some of it can be scary. So like I said, that's scary. I could sit here and think, oh no, maybe I shouldn't. No, I can't. That's this. Don't let it happen, Aries. All right, so let's get our fortune teller card and move forward. Okay, so now we have achievement. Yes. Enjoy the limelight. You've earned it. Although on the family front, someone's health could cause some secret worries and sleepless nights. So look, it says you're going to be in the limelight and you've earned it. There might be some family issues, some health issues. But it could be like, I haven't went into June yet, but like it could be, I just had 2 kids who had COVID. And they both had their vaccinations. But like I said, I'm not dissuading you from vaccinations. No, because it could have been a lot worse. It was more just like cold, like flu-like symptoms. So anyway, I'm not selling you on it at all. I don't want to debate about COVID. Anyway, this looks really great for you guys, Aries. And I love it because it's been such a long time coming. And we've wanted to give up hope. I know I have. It's like, what in the hell? I've been working so hard. But it's coming. It's coming. You were strong enough to handle it. There was some things that needed to be tweaked out. The planet wasn't ready. Whatever it was, don't question it. Just go for it. And don't get into those fears. Don't. That's that card. Where was it? This danger, insecurity, and all that. That's that little pesky guy coming in to stop you. So don't allow it. You got this. The universe has your back. Spirit has your back. Your guides, everything is saying you are ready. We're here for you. So go. All right. So that's your message, Aries. Thanks for watching. Peace.